But yeah, I made my votes for the mods for RimWorld.
Yep, I'm putting the list together now.
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be
Oh
okay
shit,
now.
I've been muted this
It
whole
looks
time.
like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what
see
happened
things
to the
popping
beacon?
up in the mods
It
for
was
sure
moved to
going
the
in. I'm
spaceport
putting the
this morning.
dependencies in there as
Manuel
well.
and I stayed behind
Oh, I
to
get
help
that.
pick
I'm
up
just
the
over here
camp.
like, I've
When
said
the
a
attack
lot
came,
of
the
stuff
Marines held
over
them
a
long
while
enough for
now.
us to hide.
And
They gave
library.
their lives to save us.
And the funny
No
thing
one's
is, there was
saved.
moments where it
The
felt
age
like I
of
were blind,
humanity
so
has ended.
I had no
Soon,
idea.
Only ruin and corpses will remain.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a
Okay.
brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and
I said
madness
I
are two
will be
sides of the
back.
same coin.
Is
Sorry,
that-
I realized
This
an
is
extra
the
sin
future.
that, and just my face
Destruction
palms,
rushing towards us.
which you can
To understand
see me
there is
face
no
palm and
escape,
stuff
no
as I
hope.
did that.
No, I am not mad.
All I heard was I'm in
I'm
back.
the
so-
only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his
Partially deaf,
meds after
apparently.
the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush,
All right.
Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
And folk, apparently? Okay.
Well, my gun says I can stop it. I'm sorry that y'all seem to disagree, but...
the hit point repair, Kevin.
Saren. Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Did he just shoot? Yes, he did. Of course he did.
What is that? Off in the distance.
Nope, God damn it, nope.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Typical plastic explosive girls. Okay, well, as long as they're consistent. Contain. What are we containing? Because it looks like an explosive. It is an explosive barrel. Okay.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
A Turian? You know him?
He's a Spectre. He was with us on the normal.
Something's moving, over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
You were sleeping? I thought you were working here on the docks.
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Hey, nothing wrong with taking a little nap between shifts, especially when the boss can't see it.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Alright, well, time to go get the beacon.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
And,
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
It's a pity they don't give you the option to save his ass. headshot. Whoops. Oh, they're a machine. They don't have. Well, they do now.
What game are you playing, Tsuku?
Mass Effect.
Well, there is one a thing for you. If you destroy the support frame, they can no longer stand. So, in shooting them in the waist, they can no longer stand. They can no longer approach, and they are probably bleeding out terribly. If it's mechanical, they're probably losing fluids.
They are mechanical. Sabotage overload. Okay. Why are you just now telling me about the powers I got, game? Oops. And why didn't you tell me I had to aim?
I'm not gonna have a dang clue what I'm looking at with all these different interaction things. Just, oh lord.
What, the interaction bubbles?
No, I meant like different hubs, because of all the different things that we're adding to the HUD.
Well, you'll learn in time. I did.
The bubbles are just gonna block somebody's line of sight whenever somebody's dead underneath anything and somebody's talking about seeing a dead body.
Interaction bubbles is basically for you and you only, just so you can actually look and see what they're doing. They don't talk while in combat. Interaction bubbles, you can actually scroll in and see what your pawns are talking about.
Hey, genius. If I can see your back, you're not covered.
But they have.
The AI may be a little broken, and I may or may not have done it. I'm not sure.
Accept the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down!
Oh shit, there's bombs. There's bombs, there's bombs, there's bombs.
You know, a funny thought. All those vanilla expanded modules, just everybody's now ridiculously much more powerful. So they're all going to have extra guns to give the Flood.
Luckily enough, the factions don't really get stuff outside of their own faction. They're pre-programmed with their own shit. But basically, if we are going to deal with the Flood, make a lot of machines. That completes
Wasn't there one that you were mentioning earlier about the bear traps and stuff?
It's already in there.
I was just curious and stuff because I didn't know what mod that would have been. I was more so asking which mod was that.
It was vanilla expanded security.
Have time for this. Fuck is the damn... Okay. Oh, it's this way. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Move, 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 move. Need to look up the sprint button. Options, controls. Key bindings, that's it.
cap off and stuff because I made a slushy. I put the Gatorade in the freezer and forgot about it. And if you want to, I mean, you can change the channel. I said it's a lot for them.
Wait, no. Undo. How many points do I have right now? 6. Okay.
But it has 6 up. It's only been 30 minutes. I thought you asked me earlier.
Electronics.
I'm glad Gatorade acted as a binding agent because I left my drink in the freezer and it absolutely froze into a slushy instead of expanding and blowing up in their freezer.
Let's make sure you know how to... Colony was raided by slavers. Okay.
Anything because I wouldn't let you sit down if you did. I got the dog to run away. I stuck I still.
I don't know whether to say good job or poor pup.
He's hairless, so probably poor pup.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Was the smallest I've ever seen that.
This is the largest I've seen my mod list, so this is fair.
Did someone put in the actual, like, expanded mod or whatever we're using?
I just shared it. Actually. It's in the main general chat.
Okay.
But
could you pin it, please?
Yeah.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy. A human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
All that stuff now is to add the mods that I don't already.
This human must be eliminated.
I am going to enjoy putting a bullet in the back of your head. I'll even do it from close range.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
It's like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense streaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need
I find it funny that the NCOT library literally
Aye, Captain.
is just
I'll be in the mess
name.
if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard.
No details.
Are you sure you're okay?
What's up?
I was laughing at the fact that the NCOT library has no details to it.
I don't like soldiers dying under my
It's essentially a,
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job.
it's a library dependency.
Did we leave
the
Gunnery Chief
Amelia
Williams
race
back on
faction
Eden
requires
Prime?
it.
I figured we could use
I
her
saw it
soldier.
earlier and stuff.
She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Because when you click on it, it normally asks
Williams
you...
is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko
this is
agrees with
dependent
you.
on this. Do
That's
you want
why
to
I
add
added her
this?
to our crew.
Intel
Well,
dropped the
I
ball,
was adding
sir.
it in just in
We
case,
had no idea what we were walking into down
you
there.
were being all...
That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in
But
private, Captain.
I was just like...
I won't lie to you, Shepard.
It says it's a dependency, sure.
Nihilus is dead.
But what's
the
it
beacon
do?
was destroyed and Geth are invading.
NCOT library.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the council can see that.
Well, okay, there's a description. Framework
I'll stand
for
behind
NCOT's
you and your
rates.
report, Shepard. You're a damned hero
That's
in
it.
my books. That's not
Total
what-
description.
It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I forgot Mass Effect 1 was human racist simulator.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact
Been
him
muted this whole time again?
and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting
Try to ask
close.
Suga what the hell he just
Head up to the
meant.
bridge and tell Joker to bring us
Dig
into
a
dock.
response. Flipped over. Saw the damn thing muted.
Everybody hates humans. We get to space, everybody hates us. Even though we've literally done nothing wrong but live. And that's apparently
That
such a
means
crime.
we haven't moved on to the lore then.
I'm not that far into the lore, no. That does not mean that I will not change what I say later.
Yeah, just say, yeah, don't jump on the racist. We done nothing wrong. Bandwagon for humanity in the game.
Well, first impressions, and I am willing to be proven wrong. That's what it seems like.
The only ones I know that the rate of hate humans was the Turians.
Okay.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
I will be back for a moment. Or in a moment, excuse me.
Feels like we've done for this belt area, but I feel like I've made the legs too short. It's definitely too short. That feels better.
I left my Gatorade way too long in the fridge.
Is now Isorade.
It is absolutely an Isorade.
Just means you have a weapon if somebody breaks in. Get ready to go. What?
And being that this is slightly heavier than a brick, that would really suck. Especially when it goes down their clothes after breaking, if it did break.
Gets knocked up and immediately wakes from the damn cold shock of that ice cold liquid.
Alright, I can't see this and not share just because this is fucking funny.
If y'all start that game and I don't join immediately tonight, am I still going to be able to join y'all as long as I have the mods?
No, you'll never be able to join again.
You should be able to join just fine.
Okay.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used
But
to
yeah, no,
seeing dead
I see
civilians.
Rimsel
Doesn't seem
America.
right somehow.
I had to share just
But
because.
at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Yeah. I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
My family were homesteaders on Mindwar. I'm the only one left, but I've moved beyond that.
Oh, that's right, a Coos. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet.
I think the reason why Bear's coming in here is because and so viciously now, is because I turned the AC units on.
Okay.
And he likes the cold, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't. I'm back here, away from the AC units.
Oh, so basically you're shepherding him towards your room.
I got the ACs on out in the living room, trying to get some cool air back here, and it's getting ridiculously hot back here. And like he's refusing to even leave back here, and not just like he may be hairless, but he doesn't. He has a high body temperature.
I mean, so far I'm enjoying Mass Effect 1.
Any advice on how to act in front of an ambassador? I don't meet many politicians.
An ambassador? I just follow standard operational procedure. Salute anything you can't eat or kill. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
In general chat of Gaming Corner.
Are we supposed to be going to the elevator? Sure, why not? Game's not necessarily telling me where I need to go. But I like the exploration, so it's no big deal. Ah, interesting. Okay.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Oh, I do not have money for this. I do not have money for any of this. Oh my goodness.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Vicky was sharing her wonderful time watching over Nana's house, and how the dog has decided that I do not like the food that is set before me. The dog ate its own shit.
Ew.
So, poor sister's thinking like, how the fuck am I gonna deal with this? Nana's gonna be pissed. Caca. I'm just like, don't laugh too hard, don't laugh too hard, don't laugh too hard, don't laugh too hard.
You should have busted a gut. You are more polite than I am.
Someone in the group has to try and be. Son of a bitch.
I find it funny that Zen's probably one of the most vicious comedians, but also one of the most polite people when it comes to something happening.
Okay, so why did y'all let me go down to the armory? I mean, it's nice and everything, but, like, it doesn't really matter. Oh well, I mean, it is nice to explore, so. Navigator Presley. Or is it Joker? Who do I talk to?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Ow.
Oh, wow, they actually... Wow, this is very Star Trek vibes. Okay, so I'm not the commanding officer of the Normandy? Someone needs to tell me that.
Alright, model's complete. Now to see if I can get this son of a bitch online.
Alright, where the hell am I supposed to go?
So you didn't add those last three? Alright.
What?
I just noticed that you had added one and I tossed two more, and since you didn't toss them in the other thing, it's good then, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not gonna add the other three. At least not right now. Ugh. Right, you're gonna want to take, or you're gonna want to wait a minute. I have to set the world up, and you know that's gonna take me a few minutes.
True enough.
Okay, game, where the hell am I supposed to go? Y'all are... Yeah, you're just faceless, folks. I can't talk to you, okay? What about the dog? Can I talk to her?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Speak to Joker. Okay, that's who I need to talk to. Got it. Really helpful game. You could have put something on screen to tell me that. You don't matter. You don't matter. Joker, honey, where are you?
On the ship.
Somewhere, yes, but where?
On the ship.
Ah, right.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, sizes and everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy.
What's up, Brian?
Requesting permission to land.
I didn't say anything.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian
Texture
colony!
variety babies and vanilla brewing expanded coffee cannot be
found
used.
colonies on the borders of the Terminus system.
Didn't download their cores.
Humanity was
That's
well
fine.
aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the
See, the one
C6
takes for
findings at the
games,
hearing,
sir.
not before.
Captain Anderson,
I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime. In case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres.
Politics.
Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose. The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer... The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and... The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single council race is strong enough to defy the other two,
funny and a little
and
sad
all have a vested interest in compromise.
And Harrison Ford is
Spectres
really
are
a good
agents from the
person.
Office of Special
But
Tactics and Reconnaissance,
any fans
and
that
answer
encounter
only to
him
the Citadel Council.
would probably not know
They are elite
that
military
because
operatives.
he is tired of
The
people
Systems
bothering
Alliance
him.
is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality.
Gotten to the point of suffering from success.
The Mako infantry
Which
fighting
was
vehicle.
when I learned it.
Omni-tools are handheld devices
sorry
that
you
combine
got
a computer
rich off-
microframe,
people
sensor analysis
enjoying your
pack,
movies.
and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an
Maybe you should have
Omni-tool
been
can
like everybody fucking else.
Com-
Poor
Combat
shit.
hard
Then
suits
you'd actually
use a
appreciate
dual-layer
having
system
that.
to protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't need to be flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight kinetic barriers, more commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons. Whether on a starship or a soldier's suit of armor, the basic principle remains the same. Kinetic barriers are repulsive mass effect fields. Medigel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMT.
I find it amusing they have a little, like, slang dictionary in here.
Area winner.
Okay. Info server. And wait for the future. Ah.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Are you gonna tell me why the embassies are important? Are you gonna let me ask about them?
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
That's quite the spawn seed. Alright, how dense we want in the world? 50 or 100%?
What's it mean?
Meaning, how much of the world do you want land to be on? Do you want to work, or 50% of the world, or do you want to be able to go across the whole world?
What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
50%'s fine.
Please do not disturb the
I mean,
keepers.
I doubt we're going to be playing
Welcome to
to
Presidium
that
Tourism
degree
Terminal
of
2.
trying to
You are
go across
standing near
every
the
last
base of the
tile.
Citadel Tower, one of the
50%.
Presidium's most recognizable and important
I would
structures.
just said in 70 go
Behind
with an
me
Earth
is
like
the spectacular relay monument, a
was
scale
not
representation of a Prothean
That was
mass
the reason I
relay.
didn't say anything like that
To
ranged
your
effect. I
left
wasn't
is
sure
one
if
of the
it
keepers, the
had such a
enigmatic
certain setting.
caretakers of the Citadel, working on a
We
control
got 50%, 100%,
You
and
may see
25%.
keepers involved in various
50 then.
tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
What's wrong? Let me focus it.
Alright, off to go see the asshole council.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador.
I'm right next to the ants.
No, we don't, sir.
Well, the hostile ants. And bugs.
Huge.
I have a question for that mod. Does it use the mod stack you have in the base from World Game, or is it a separate...
Right.
It uses your base mod loadout.
Then I've got
I've
got a lot of shit to disable.
That's basically why I said we needed to correlate our mod lists. That's why I just took that, or did that whole channel, just right down the list.
Yeah, is there a button to just disable everything and then you can go back through and... Because that's basically what I'm going to have to do.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the
Interesting
council.
community links.
Don't be
Thank you.
ridiculous.
Make this faster.
Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Subscribe. Don't be subscribed to that. Somebody subscribe.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC
Space had music
investigation.
playing, made me jump.
Sorry.
It wasn't anything you did.
Who were you just talking to?
That was
So
exactly
I
Head of Citadel
a
Security, my
tab it
boss.
started
He'll be
such-
presenting my findings on Saren to the council.
When the
Sounds
collection
like
had
you
a
really
male
wanna bring him
masculine aliens.
I don't trust him.
What the
Something about
hell?
him rubs me the wrong way.
Male
I
hyenas,
suspect
male
everything he
rabby,
touches is classified. I can't find it.
male ratkin.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Lord.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I highly doubt they'll listen to me. They don't like humans. Maybe if I walked in with a shotgun and shoved it up one of their asses and pretended to pull the trigger, they might listen.
There's like over here because these male versions of things. It's just taking the female art and putting a fucking mustache on. Good lord, required items. Carry car edition. Ponytail is kawaii, or koi hair. And a lot to get the
Hearing's already
male
started. Come
Karen
on.
thing working.
And what's wild is, it's just a character's
The Geth attack is a matter of some
Why does it
concern, but there is nothing to
need the
indicate
hair
Saren was
item?
involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these
I guess that's a
accusations.
sarcastic
Nihilus was a
ass
fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you
you
could
up,
know
listen,
about
I
the
need to
beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me.
Okay,
I
there
read
it
the
goes.
Prime
Had
report.
to put the damn
I was
thing
unimpressed.
twice
But
or
what can
thrice
you
to get the one
expect
to work.
from a human?
Yeah, keep the humanoid aliens mod.
Saren despises humanity.
Dragon's Descent.
That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Research.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
Criminal arsenal.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
You said
That's
earlier
right.
there was one that
He was
couldn't be
asking for
used.
more
What
time to
was
finish
it?
his report. Seems like
There
he
were
was
two
close to
that
finding
couldn't be
something
used.
on
That would be the
Saren.
baby food and
Any idea where we
the
can
vanilla
find 'em?
expanded brewing coffee.
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the ward.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
Wealth display.
An
I don't get
information
what
dealer.
the hell is a wealth
Buys
display?
and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives.
So what is the
He
point of
might know
wealth
something
display? Is
about
it
Saren.
like
But his
showing how much
information won't
your
come cheap.
colony's worth?
I should go.
Yeah.
Good
it
luck,
bas-
Shepard.
Basically, it just
I'll
lets
be
you
over
see
in
what
the
the
ambassador's
wealth
office
or
if
what
you
the
need anything else.
what your colony's wealth. It basically lets you see how much your total wealth is, so that way you can see how high of a danger thing you have. The higher your wealth goes, the more dangerous shit the game will throw at you.
Alright, and I am going to stop my broadcast here for now, so I can get on top of what y'all are doing.